Hey everyone, let me tell you something. My name's Christian.
I'm Jordan.
And welcome to the show. So, we've discussed to kind of jump off here by addressing the elephant in the room.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the channel, you'll notice that there are a lot of other videos here, because right now we're only putting this on YouTube. Eventually it'll probably be on like other stuff. I don't know if we're going to bother with Podbean, because they have like weird stuff about swearing and shit.
Yeah.
And I never do that.
I have no idea what that is, so, you know.
Podbean is, so like there's Apple Podcasts, there's Spotify,
gotcha,
like all these
gotcha.
different, but Podcast is like really strict about certain things you can say, and I'm not a fan of that. Anyway, but, so, addressing the elephant in the room here, you'll notice that there are a number of episodes of this podcast previously under the name New Vision, the New Vision podcast, we called it, right?
Yeah. The New Vision podcast.
So we've been discussing for a while about kind of, relaunching this. But,
That's right.
Jordan, would you care to explain why we're not relaunching it under the name still New Vision and we are rebranding it to Let Me Tell You Something?
So, New Vision, that name, I'm going to link it to the business that I am, hopefully sooner than later, starting up. It's going to be a record label business, so that's going to be called New Vision. But this one, just like you said, wanted to rebrand, all that kind of stuff, and wanted it to not be totally different,
Right.
but different aspects of it be different.
Right.
We're still going to be, shooting shit,
Right.
all that good stuff.
100%.
But it's just not going to have the name New Vision Podcast. It's going to be,
Yeah.
Let Me Tell You Something.
Yeah, and 100%. And on that note, I think that actually kind of, so the reason it was New Vision Podcast was because what we had decided, we were I've talked a lot like on my channel and stuff that I for the longest time was seriously pursuing a career as an actor and musician. And you were wanting to, even back then, you were trying to like make a record label or like be a rapper or something like that, right?
Yep.
So we worked together. We tried to work on some stuff. When I put out my first record through DistroKid, and I like put it through on like it was Spotify, YouTube Music, like it went out to like all those streaming platforms. Everything except Apple. No, it might have been on Apple. I'm not sure, but. It's all gone now. Sorry, guys, if anyone's wanted to listen to it.
You can't go look it up.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it wasn't great, which is why. But okay, so let me tell you something.
That's right.
So basically, we were going to have that podcast as a way to shoot the shit as we're doing now, still, but also to kind of promote our endeavors through music as well.
That's right.
We started. Do you remember when we started that?
Yes, I did. It was a glorious time.
What was that time? When did we start? I mean, they can all see, because, but...
That's right.
When was it?
A long time ago, honestly.
What was the year? You don't remember? Okay.
I honestly
we started this, like...
Years and years ago.
In 2020. Like, pretty much right when COVID hit.
You Gen Zers.
And lockdown hit. And...
2020. It's 2020.
What? Just kidding. Is that a...
Everyone... No, so like, nowadays people, instead of saying 2020 or 2021, they say 2020.
But we always, like, we called it, like, 2012, 2018, like, stuff like that, so...
I'm old school in some ways, so I like...
Do you actually, you say the whole, like, 2000...
I do.
Really? Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Yep.
Okay. Well, anyway, so we started in 2020, and we started, like, kind of at the height of COVID, basically, and lockdown and all that. And... one of the things, and eventually I'm going to, like, do a whole, like, talk about this kind of stuff more in depth, like, on my channel and stuff, but basically, we had, we just had a lot of fun, kind of just talking about all kind of different topics, and, those ranged from, like, current events to, like, just fun things I wanted to talk about, whatever, which is kind of more what this is going to be again, but...
all the good stuff.
For any of you that, especially, like, came from my channel that know me, Christian Oltse, I was kind of inspired to do that because of doing this. Like, I realized how much fun I had just talking about this stuff, and I was like, why don't I just fucking, like, do this, like, on my own, basically. And the reason that we shout out to Logan, by the way, if you're listening. The reason,
Shout out.
but our buddy, the reason that we went on such a long hiatus. I want to be super clear. I know it was a debate. The last thing that we did, it was we didn't have a falling out. We've been like super tight. We there was actually this is really funny too, right? There was a good stretch of years where you were actually like bouncing around to different like places you were living and would crash at my place. Like you were my weekend roommate.
I was. Yeah. I ate all his food, all his drinks.
He's only half kidding on that. Like no, it's funny because like I would legitimately when I'd go shopping for myself, I would get stuff for you too because I'd be like, I don't even really want this, but let me get this for Jordan's because like when he's over, he'll want it. You know what I mean? So or like I'd get like some kind of like diet food for myself, but like, let me get this like real shit for you know what I mean? Like
he was my chauffeur and my butler.
What was I your? No, I didn't drive you. You no, because you always drove here.
Yeah.
You were other people's chauffeurs.
Say less, Bucko. Say less, Bucko. Jeez.
Yeah.
To all you out there who don't have cars, I have a clear message for you all. Get a car. It's not that hard. Or get any vehicle. A scooter. A electric scooter. A bike. Guess what? You can get to where you're going and you can work out.
Some form of transportation. Or like a bus ticket or something if you need. Like one of those renewable...
Or, Uber.
Something.
Oh man, Uber gets expensive.
It does. I have a friend that I bring home from work every day. But I don't... He still takes an Uber to work, but I bring him. But I bring him home. But like, it gets pricey. Yeah. Anyway, though, so one of the things I wanted to bring up is the last episode of New Vision was a debate. Like I said, we did not. There wasn't any like bad blood or anything. No. The reason that we had stopped making content after that, well, we stopped doing this, was simply because like. We looked at it and we were like, we're not really fucking reaching anybody. We were like, what's really the point of this? We were like, we are doing what we do, but we already shoot the shit. We already like have fun and like we're friends. This is what we do. But around the same time, I was also making my own channel. And one of the things I said like once I get like, 100, 200, I kept like upping it. It was like when I get this many subscribers, we'll like relaunch. And a while ago, like one of our buddy Logan was talking about this, and was kind of saying like, when are you guys going to do that? Like you said, you were going to relaunch and like stuff like that when you hit more subs and were able to like direct people to it and stuff, and all that kind of stuff. And the other day, like about a week or so ago, you actually came to me. Do you want to kind of explain your side of like how you came to wanting to like redo this or anything?
Oh yeah, it's just like Christian is he's getting to where he's at slowly but surely, and I'm also making progress with what I'm doing. So messaged him the other day. I was like, hey bro, let's start up this pod again.
Yeah.
And let's like make it into like a legitimate like thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And my boy over here was excited. He's like
100%.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And last time we were on here we just kinda set things off top of our heads.
That's what we do. That's
boy
what we do.
over here got a notebook with some notes.
Okay, to be fair, we did. I don't remember if you did too, but I know I used to like. I had a note. I hate writing stuff, guys. I'm a typer.
Mm-hmm.
I put everything on my phone on like a notes app where I was like, I wrote out like topics for the podcast,
right?
And we would go through those, and we would have. I think you did the same thing, and we would kind of go back and forth on different stuff. And it was a good time. But I don't have any topics. Partly because, again, especially if you guys are familiar with me, I have topics that I go through on my own. I have topics in my head. I'm like, I have stuff I'm working on, like I know stuff if I want to do something. But this, I want my good friend Jordan. Please, take the lead if you have anything on your mind, anything you want to go through on the notebook, or just anything in general. Take it away, my friend.
So, TikTok.
What about it?
For those of you who don't know, I have a serious case of ADHD. Like, it's bad. So TikTok, like, listen, I show this guy TikToks all the time, probably excessively, or he's probably thinking like, oh,
I think you are the person that the person that sent in the most TikToks.
Yeah. So like TikTok is like, what is it like? Each video is like what, like 30 seconds long.
Well, okay, so
or whatever.
You can make longer TikToks,
right?
But most of them, it's primarily short form content. Here's the thing. I'll tell you, it kind of feels like TikTok is like designed for people with ADHD.
That's exactly true.
Because, I watched it like, this is like, how much different shit do you need on the screen
exactly
to keep somebody's attention? Like, it's crazy to me. I look at it. I saw this thing where like someone was. It was like a heartfelt like thing they were expressing, and they had like these like dancing crabs on his head and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Doesn't this like takes away from the sincerity entirely? Right. And it was like this like thing of like a happy emoji of like, oh, I just hit like this many, or like subscribe or follow me, or I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, what is it? You're crazy.
Yeah. So with me, TikTok is great because I get to. Oh my gosh! Like for instance, the other night, it's low key kind of addicting because low key. Because before going to bed, like I limit myself. I'm like, I'm gonna swipe through 10 videos.
Oh no!
And once I get done with the 10th video, I'm gonna go to sleep. I get to the 10th video, and my luck turns out to be really nice. Or it turns out to be a really cool video, and I'm like. Let's do
10 more.
Let's do 5 more. It just keeps on going.
I believe it. Yeah.
And I mean, I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm. Are you not normal? There's a video I've shown before. It's funny because like, so you guys like, YouTube is my main thing. Not only is it like what I make content on, but it's like pretty much what I've lived on since like I was 12 or something.
Yeah.
So TikTok is very much your thing, YouTube is very much my thing. So like I'll find shorts and stuff.
Right.
And I'll put it into this like playlist I have for when we hang out. I call it Vid for the Boys. And I'll have things like that. And a lot of it is similar. But anyway, one of the ones I saw, it was great. It was Ryan George. Or no, George. I think. George. Or maybe it's Ryan George. He does like the screen rant like I don't know. Oh, pitch meeting. That's what it's called. He does this screen rant pitch meeting stuff.
I think I've seen a few.
Yeah.
Things, yeah.
And that's
like different movie, like different films and all that kind of stuff, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Anyway, and one of the ones he did, it was like when people say like, "I'm just gonna be honest," and it's like. His other friend is like, "Are you not normal?" So I like to fuck with Jordan, like, because he says, "I'm just gonna be honest" or stuff like that.
Honestly,
you're doing it again.
I've said this my whole entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be going through 10 videos, and I'm like, okay, after 10th video, I'm going to bed, and it just keeps on going. I'll tell you this.
Let me tell you something.
I did exactly.
Let me tell you something.
I didn't go to bed one night until 4:30 in the morning because I did that whole 10 videos.
That's crazy.
5 more. Like I just it was bad. I had to get up, turn off my phone like completely, and put it on the other side of my room and force myself to go to sleep.
That's interesting. Okay,
because it was just so intoxicating.
Okay. I think that opens up a discussion. I'd be very interested in like your take on this. A lot of people these days talk about a lot of people talk a lot of people talk these days about like internet addiction and like social media addiction, things like that. I I kind of don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, I've always looked at it and I'm like, you just, like, turn off your phone, you, like, whatever, like, you know. Do you think that okay, so this is, like, my stance on, like, kind of addiction in general, right? I think you can get addicted to anything. I think people fixate way too much on, like, video game addiction, social media addiction, porn addiction, what other kind of addictions are, like, big ones people, like, fixate on? I don't know, but I'm sure there's others.
Food?
No, well, I guess, but I feel like food is one that people don't really, like, talk about much. But yes, I think you can get food, work, anything. You can get addicted to, like, going to the gym, whatever it is, right? Anything that you do that feels good in any capacity, I think you can get addicted to. So I've never really been one to, like, jump on the kind of bandwagon of, like, oh, social media is evil, or social media is, like, addicting us, or whatever. I saw this, I haven't watched it yet, but Hunter Avalon did this video recently, where it was like, you're not addicted, you're just bored. I've been meaning to watch that, anyway, all this preamble to ask, what is your take on, like, the addiction to social media kind of thing?
Well,
I feel like it's overblown.
I mean, social. I don't know, like, to me, there are good things to get addicted on. Like, I don't want to say good things, but reasonable. That's the word. I think there are reasonable things to get addicted to, like going to the gym. You want to feel good, look good, food, social media, and then there are the bad ones, like drug addiction, that kind of stuff. So I mean, I could say, from experience, not any drugs.
Yet.
But yet, I know I gotta, not gonna disclose that to the public. No.
Don't do drugs. That's the point. No, we don't do drugs anymore. By the way, we don't even smoke. I mean, honestly, we're pretty straight laced. We barely even drink. To be honest,
my body is a healthy temple.
Yeah. Anyway, go on.
But no, I mean, there's certain things you get addicted to, but for me, it's basically like social media is pretty addicting to where again, like some of it can be English. Some of it can be bad. Some of it can be good. Like good thing is like you're learning all these like these like different lingo. You're like looking at different like clothing options. You're following all these things. But then also it's like it's bad because you lose sleep. And I had to go to work the other day.
Yeah.
And I was not okay. I was falling asleep at my job. I didn't feel good.
Ooh, okay.
I was like, okay, I'm going to make a time to shut off my... Well, not shut off, but like put on my alarm, put it on the other side of the room, because for me, I can't put it next to my bed. I can't put my phone, because I've done this multiple times. I've been late to work or late to other things because of it. My alarm has gone off, and I've rolled over, and subconsciously I've turned it off.
That's why I use a physical
but with me,
alarm now.
I've figured out, and I've learned, and I do now, that I set my alarm on my phone, and I put it on the farthest part of my room.
Okay.
And then go back to bed to where when my alarm goes off, I have to physically get up.
For sure.
Turn it off, and then by that time, I'm looking at my bed like, I'm already up, so, whatever.
I get that. Yeah.
So, I feel like there's pros and cons to it.
Okay, so
that's my hot take on it.
You said something that made me think of something else that I thought was just like a fun, like a little silly thing. I don't remember what it was though. But I would say that addiction, the word addict, to be addicted to something, is really to have it like consume your life in such a way that it is like detrimental, and you cannot bring yourself to
stop.
Yeah, like you mentioned like I've been late for work. I would hesitate to say that's necessarily an addiction, but I would say if you're like you can't tear yourself away from it to go to work, like to do something else.
Well, that's terrible.
I think that's an addiction.
That's bad.
I think this is why, like, I think a lot of people, when they talk about addiction, like, they're just too loose with the term. I don't really think it's addiction. I think it's like maybe I could say it's a dependency, but you know, you clearly use this a lot,
right?
But I don't think it's However, but what I will say with that is, I'm totally with you. I don't do it as far as like before going to bed, but I will 100% have times where like I will want to see like one thing on TikTok or Reddit or what have you, and I'll sit there and I'll just keep scrolling and scrolling. I'm like, okay, like I gotta stop. And I
doom scrolling.
No, well, not necessarily doom scrolling. Sometimes it's doom scrolling.
I know
if it's
scroll.
I don't blame you, and I try to get myself out of that.
Okay.
But it's more like if because normally it's like fun. It's more like fun things or like something that's like. I could be like kind of controversial or whatever, but like I see something like on like. But sometimes it's even just like I'll get into something like I don't remember who it is. There's this like scientist guy who like they do a bunch of like crazy experiments, and I was going through those, and I was just like you know, video after video, and I showed you some of them, and that was pretty cool. So like I'll do that kind of thing. Normally though, I don't. I know though that whenever you send me something on TikTok, I will get stuck in that loop. Well, not whenever, but sometimes I'll get stuck in that loop. I'll be like, you know, especially if it's on a day off or something, I'll be like, damn, I was going to be productive today. And I was like, fuck. Yeah. I was like, now I didn't go to the gym, now I didn't do that, now I didn't, you know, whatever. And now I'm sitting here and I was like, I was going to like, go to the gym and I was going to record and I was going to do this and that, da-da-da-da. And before you know it, I'm there for like 3 hours still in bed, haven't even gotten up because I saw like one thing on like Reddit or Twitter or something, and now I'm just like, it's great. And on that note, I will say, I don't think that's like an addiction, but I do think that is intentionally, like these websites and apps are intentionally designed this way.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
I think dating apps are similar, although instead of scrolling, you're swiping.
Yeah.
And I mean, in your case, you like went through everything.
Shout out to Facebook dating.
One
thing about it, it's free.
It is.
And I'll say this: I went on a few
dates.
Facebook dates.
That's nice. None of them panned out.
No. They're all just.
You had some good experiences with a few of them, though.
Oh yeah, I've had
good times. Yeah,
not bad experience.
Right.
I had negative and positive encounters with the said Facebook dates that I've been on.
Yeah.
A lot of them are weird, dude. Like one was okay. And to all you out there who like are collectors, that's cool. But like, there's this one girl I went out with. Went out to dinner, like a McDonald's dinner, and then we went back to her place because she wanted to show me her pet rock collection.
Oh, okay.
And so I went, and literally, all like in her bedroom, in her bathroom, kitchen, living room,
she had rocks everywhere.
Just everywhere in her apartment, there are these like massive rocks, little rocks, just all these rocks with googly eyes on them.
It's kind of cute.
And literally, I shit you not, we probably spent an hour
going through a rock collection. She
was telling me every name of each and every rock.
It's kind of cute, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I find.
I mean, like, I probably could have, like, kept on. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
well, sorry, you seem to have something going with a girl that.
I do.
You guys are
into
each other, so.
It's a lot of ums.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely taking things slow. She is. I've told you this before, but people.
I would advise against names, just to.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no names or anything.
Yeah.
But she is someone, and I've had some flings, and I've been on dates, and I've spent time with girls or whatever. But she is the only one out of all these girls I've been on dates with. She's the only one that I can legitimately see myself growing old with, having kids. I don't know, you don't like kids?
No. That's not why I'm making that face.
But like that's a lot of likes too.
Yeah.
I can definitely see myself growing old with her, raising a family.
Sure.
I see all these things.
Yeah, and that's beautiful.
And I'm just like, wow, like this never happened with any of the other girls, any of the other women I went on dates with. So I don't know, like to me, that says something.
And I think it's really beautiful. Like I've told you before, I think it's really great that you seem to have this thing going. I think it's beautiful. I would love for you guys to really get together and meet her and it'd be she'd be cool.
Yeah.
She seems cool from everything I've heard about her from you. But I have to ask. I'm very curious about this. You said you've had flings. What do you refer to as a fling? Because you've never hooked up with a girl, right?
I've never hooked up.
Okay.
So what I mean,
which is perfectly fine, guys. Doesn't matter how old you are or anything.
Listen, if anybody tells you, because
please fucking after school program.
I know,
it's okay if you're,
next we're gonna watch Elmo.
But okay, but I say that because that's something that especially guys, but a lot of people are very worried about. They're in their 20s or the 30s, and oh man, what if no girl will like me because I'm still a virgin or whatever it is, and it's every different things happen to people at different rates. Whether you could be into your 30s, 40s, whatever, and you've never slept with anybody, or you've never had a serious relationship, whatever it is, people.
Right.
These things happen for you at different whenever. But anyway,
don't let your peers pressure you into doing honestly don't let them pressure you into doing drugs. Into me. I'm an open book.
Same.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm a virgin.
Yeah.
Full-blown virgin.
Yeah.
All my life, my peers, my classmates, even some family members.
Have they giving you shit for it?
Cousins. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, bro, you're
gay or something?
No. Oh god, no. You're 24 and you haven't got laid yet. Yeah. Why not? I don't wanna.
Yeah.
Do that yet. I obviously do. I want to get married. I'm waiting for marriage. But from peers, classmates, other friends, cousins and whatnot, they've always been bro,
yeah.
You don't want to be the 40-year-old virgin? I'm I'm not going to be, but
Also, okay, alright, but also, have you seen that movie?
I have.
Because what he did, he was a virgin until he was 40 years old, but once he got his shit together, he fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
He was dating and hooking up with all kind of, hot chicks, and then he eventually fell in love. That's my point.
Right.
Even if you're in, your 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever. It's never too late to, get your life together and get yourself on the course that you want to be on, right?
Career-wise, relationship-wise.
Whatever it is. You do... What I will say with that, though, is, you do have to, of course, put in the work to get there.
Right.
I'm very open about this, on my channel and stuff, and that I am very much going through the process to become the man that will attract the women in my life that I want to attract. Because I have had 2 long-term girlfriends and 2, serious romantic partners, 2 sexual partners, all that. And, since, 2017, I just haven't really dated or hooked up with anybody. Well, I went on, I've been on a few dates here and there, but nothing, nothing that bared fruit or whatever.
Right.
But, that's something that, I kind of get down about, every now and then, too. But, if I'm honest with myself, I know that or at least I feel, I should say, that I don't think that I am yeah, like, I don't think that I'm, like, on the level that I'm, like, attractive enough to the women that I find attractive. So for me, and I believe that most, if not everybody, that is single, is you're either single because you're in that boat where, like, you are not, you know, you're not attracted, or your standards are too high, or a mix of both, could be both. And what you need to do is either, like, raise yourself to meet your own standards, or you need to lower your standards. But you can also, like, just open your mind more about, like, what you find attractive. I know this is actually something that, like, you had, like, for the longest time, I don't know if we ever talked about this on, like, the original podcast or anything, but for the longest time, I only found, like, white women and, like, past a certain, like, level of, like, darkness of skin. Sounds really gross saying it this way, but I didn't find them attractive, like, past a certain, like, level of pigment. Or no, melanin, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
But my boy over here.
Yes, right.
Tell me something.
I converted him, folks.
Yeah, I've, like, briefly touched on this, like, you know, in my videos and stuff, that, like, I very much liked the, as Jordan calls, the basic, white, blonde, you know, blue-eyed stereotype kind of girl. I still love the girl next door type. She doesn't have to be, like, white and blonde and, like, all that shit. And I was always open to, like, other, like, my last, like, you know, long-term girlfriend was Latin herself, and she was, like, the sweetest fucking girl in the world, and I loved her. But, it didn't work out because we had just different things going out of life and stuff, and it wasn't great. But we just weren't as compatible as we originally thought.
Right.
But wish her all the best. Yeah. So what I had found, what I learned eventually, and I think I've touched on this, like, on like my show and stuff too. But what I've learned is that when I was, like, I don't know, 7, 8, that was pretty young. I think I was walking out of Walmart, either Walmart or some store with my dad, and we saw an interracial couple. I think it was a black dude and a white woman. Might have been the other way around. I don't remember. But my dad, just completely unprompted, was just like, "Oh, I hate that." Oof. And he's like, and he tells me, he's just like, "Don't ever marry a black woman." Oof. And I extrapolated that because we were both raised Christian. I no longer am practicing, but I believe very much that, you know, you date to marry. You date. So I extrapolated, okay, so don't ever marry a black woman. That means don't ever date a black woman. Don't even allow yourself to find black women attractive.
Right.
So I had no idea that it was a common thing for people to, like, shit on black women and act like they're. I had no idea. I just thought
it's very sad.
It's really it's like, so fucked up. No, it's so fucked up. God, I remember I was even telling a friend of mine about how, like, because Jordan has always loved black chicks.
I do.
But
still do.
Yeah, and
queens.
What?
They're queens.
Yeah, 100%. And he's very much. I just like women in general now. Like, I just fucking. Right. I mean, preferences are valid, right? Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with having, like, you know, racial or especially, like, genital or whatever preferences. Like, yeah, obviously it's not, like, transphobic to not want to date, like, a trans person. You know, whatever it is, like, whatever preferences you have, eye color, skin color, hair, I don't, whatever. But and I still kind of lean more toward like white and, like, Latin women. But I just, like, we'll see, like, you know, we can, like, watch a movie where it's, like, all black people, and I can be like, yeah, all these, like, black girls are hot, you know, and, like, before I wouldn't think that just because they were black, you know. So you can change your, like, preferences and stuff, and, like, well, I wouldn't even say preferences, but, like, just you can open your mind up more to, like, what you find attractive and stuff like that. But tell me about, you still, you know, do, like, you know, Black Girls Law. You, like, I think you pretty much don't really have too much of a preference as far as like, well, you don't have like I don't like this race at all kind of thing.
No.
Except for basic white girls.
No,
that's a joke. I know. So
okay, so
let's set the record straight on that.
For y'all who want to take this, seriously.
Yeah.
In seriousness.
Mm-hmm.
So as a joke, jokingly, I've always said to him, to Christian or anybody else, like, those basic white blondes, one ear out the other. I'll never date, the blonde girl with the long acrylic nails.
Oh yeah, you hate the nails, yeah.
Just all of that kind of stuff. But honestly, if a really pretty blonde girl with all of those things and like Starbies and all of these things, if I found one who I thought was very, very pretty and we got along and we started to date, and like I started to like her even more, and then I started to love her, like that's fine. Like
you wouldn't rule it out.
No, it's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and there is something to be said about how attraction can grow as well.
Right.
So that's very true as well. But
and then me and Christian talk about this a lot. Like my luck.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You with your girl. Mm-hmm. We all do like a double date or whatever. You and your girl are sitting at the restaurant waiting for us. Y'all like, okay, what's going on? Yada yada yada. I come walking in with a very, very basic blonde girl. Mm-hmm. And
with Starbucks in her hand.
That's right.
She's going to say, sorry, we're late. We had to stop for Starbies.
Oh, God.
And we're going to be like, did you know? That's so cute.
And then, Christian will be like, I knew it.
100%.
Look at 100%. You. So.
Tell me it's going to happen. She's going to be like, I just got my nails done. And they're going to be like these long-ass acrylic and be like,
if anything,
yeah?
Great back scratchers.
Yeah.
But,
so it's interesting you point that out too, because like there are a lot of guys who like will very performatively like just be dicks to women about this stuff, mm-hmm. or about women like online or whatever.
Right.
And I think there are a lot of guys that just really want to shit on women like that. Yeah, so I think when he says these kind of things, like there are jokes, but
like I've seen in public, out in the wild. I've seen some very, very pretty basic white girls with the nails and everything. I'm like, yeah.
And I just love I love how how you open my mind now. I just see beautiful women everywhere.
That's right.
I'm like there is no like I would like her if she wasn't. It's like no, she's
that's right.
Fucking like they're amazing.
Like like that not really a phrase, but that saying like, oh, you're pretty for an Asian woman.
God, no one ever said it. It's like a black girl.
You're pretty for a black girl, or you're pretty for an Asian.
It's so fucking
It's like, how about she's just pretty?
So this is the funny thing, right?
It's so stupid.
Black women are generally thought as like ugly for some reason, and then Asian women are fetishized.
Yeah, that's
now. I know that you have been leaning more toward an Asian woman yourself lately. Still love your black queens.
I do.
But, I think it's really weird because the reason that, like, Asian women seem to be fetishized so much is not even just because of, like, how they look or whatever. It's really because they think that Asian women are, like docile and, like, they're not corrupted by, like, I don't know, modern feminism or whatever. And it's bullshit.
Yeah.
But, like, there's this fetishization of like, foreign women, really, in general.
Right.
And the big one currently seems to be Asian women for some reason. But, I don't know, it's gross. The funny thing, though, is, like, as America, and really, I'd say kind of the world in general is becoming more, like, culturally diverse and stuff, we're seeing more and more, like, you see, like, an Asian woman or, like, a Latin woman or whatever race, any, black, whatever, we all, like, fucking act and talk the same. Because even if we're all, and we are all ultimately immigrants anyway, right? But, like, or we come from immigrants at least, but once you get to, like, the second or especially third generation of immigrant, they're the fucking same. Like, they're like culturally they talk the same, like everything. They use the same slang. Everything.
That's right.
So yeah. But I don't know. It's really gross though how people are about and I never I just thought it was me. Like I thought it was like I just don't like black girls, right?
No, it's a lot.
I had no idea. I had no idea.
Yeah.
So like I would say that when people would like ask for my preferences and stuff. Many people must have heard that as like, oh yeah, here's like another white guy. And I was like, I had no fucking clue. Yeah.
Here's another white boy.
Yeah, and like it. Yeah, and I think I don't know if we've talked about this like on a recording, but I know we've talked about this in general, and I've touched on this on my channel. But I used to be one of those people that was very against like race swapping of like characters in like movies and stuff. But a big part of the reason for that was because the reason I didn't like Zendaya as MJ, for example, or Starfire being black in like the live action Teen Titans was because to me these were women that I found really attractive in like other adaptations and like the comics and the shows and stuff they were from. And then seeing them be this version that I didn't find attractive, like that's what I had an issue with.
Yeah.
But now that I've like fucking opened my mind,
you
thank you once again. I don't like they're still fucking beautiful, and I still like them. I could still they're still like they look a little bit different, but they're still the version of that. Well, MJ isn't, but Michelle Jones is not. Zendaya's MJ in the MCU is not Mary Jane Watson.
Call me. No, I know you're devoted to
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
By the way, and I've talked about this before too, but like they have such a good relationship. Like they really do. If there's anyone,
Hollywood.
Well, they give me hope for like Hollywood couples.
Yeah, for everything.
And just exactly. Like,
I follow him on Instagram and all these stuff. And I watch all their videos and like they go on like golf trips together. They go on all these things and it's like again they're talking about they've already been engaged.
They're very sweet with each other.
They are, and they're very they're kind of hard to find, but like they're very down to earth.
Well, they're pretty private too about
because
I respect that. Also.
Yeah, and I've yet to try this Biro, Tom Holland's beer. I've yet to try it. I really want to. Actually, I saw it today when I was grocery shopping. But like I saw an interview where he was struggling with he's been sober for like I think like 5-6 years or whatever. And he's he's saying he's like basically Hollywood is so corrupt. I just I don't go to any of their parties. I stay. I do my woodwork. I hang out with with my fiance. I hang out like he's so like he doesn't. They both don't want. I mean, they obviously have to make money, but they're doing like other side things too. But like they're essentially like, listen, we'll go, we'll shoot our films, we'll do these things, we'll make our money. Other than that, we don't want to go to any of the parties. We don't want to do any of the special. We don't want to do anything. Like the after stuff.
Right.
But a good thing about not good, but a cool thing about them is I think after. So I know Tom Holland's doing the Odyssey movie.
Yes,
and he's doing.
That's good.
Yeah. And he's doing Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Like Avengers, Secret Wars or Doomsday or whatever. And then Zendaya, she's doing her stuff. But I remember both of them saying in like 2 years' time they're gonna completely retire.
You don't know what any of her stuff is, do you?
Challengers.
Okay. Well, she did. She did.
Challengers. The Marvel stuff, all of that.
Which like Challengers like. It didn't like break your heart, but like you.
I was feeling way. I was like, fellas, you didn't slide off the podcast. You're freaking beaking looking.
She's an actress.
I know, but it's just like. See, that's why I could never be an actor.
Yeah.
Because like, listen, if I'm shooting a scene with one of my co-stars who happens to be a very gorgeous woman. I'd be feeling a certain way.
Well,
I'd be like, listen.
So this. Okay.
We need to talk about
So it's interesting. So there's two pieces to that. One is that, first of all, there have been a lot of... First of all, there's a lot of showmances that happen in general.
That's right.
And there have even been several instances in Hollywood where, like, someone was already with someone else, and then they're dating someone, or they're married in the movie, and they actually start, like, cheating on their partner. Like, it's fucked up. The other thing, though, is, so a lot of people, it seems, have a real issue, like, separating...
the actor
from the character.
Oh, yeah.
Who was it was... I don't remember her name, the actress or the character, but I started watching Game of Thrones recently, and I was having him watch some of the episodes with me.
Tell you this, it's
like a decade.
I've never seen it. I've heard about it.
Yeah, we're like a decade late on this.
2016 or
whatever. 2016.
But I never watched it.
Yeah.
But now he's got not necessarily hooked on it, but he's watching it.
Yeah.
And there's just these unnecessarily like
gore and shit.
Yeah, just
and
out of nowhere. Like I'll be watching okay, they're having
and the incest and shit.
Like
which leads into what I was
the incest, man.
Which leads into what I was going to get at. Apparently, the woman who played, I'm just going to fucking look it up. I don't remember her name, but she was like the sister that was the one that the queen. People hated her character so much that at conventions and stuff they would like refuse to like get autographs from her and stuff. It was I gotta find out who this person. Yeah, well, because they were like they saw her character when they saw her, and it was like that's not her though.
Yeah, and she's probably the nicest person.
A lot of these people are 100%. And then it's funny though too because like you'll have also the opposite where someone will. Oh no, that's not her. It was Lena. Oh yeah, Lena Headey. She played Cersei. She, by the way, like most blondes, is a natural brunette. She dyed her hair. So did Emilia Clarke, who played Daenerys. And I think Sophie Turner actually is naturally blonde. I think she's naturally blonde, and she dyed her hair red to play Sansa in the show. Anyway, a decade old conversation.
Yeah, it's just these things just happen out of nowhere. Yeah. It's like that one scene. Freaking this horse rider, that scene where they do the jousting. Loses.
Yes.
And then out of anger and frustration, mainly.
Oh, you're talking about that.
Out of anger,
yeah.
He all of a sudden whips around. He smashes his horse's head in with his hammer, and the horse. No.
He decapitated it.
Yeah.
He sliced.
I'm like.
Yeah.
What?
I think the idea was supposed to be like this horse failed me, right? So now it's useless, so I'm getting rid of it. It's
God, and the thing with the dog. That.
Yeah.
Makes you want to punch a fat kid.
Yeah. Lady was the dog's name. You know,
lady.
Yeah, they were like, don't hurt Massey Williams' character. She was like, Arya. She was like, don't hurt Lady. Like she didn't do anything.
She didn't.
And they're like, well, we have to. Basically, someone has to pay for this. And it's like so fuck. But you have to understand though, like so much of that is how it was back then. Like it's horrible, and it makes you like, man, I'm really glad I don't fucking live in that generation.
Oh man.
But anyway, we have.
So I realized.
Yes.
We've gone down
a lot of different rabbit holes.
A lot.
Yeah.
Stemming all from TikTok.
We didn't even get to what we want to talk about with TikTok. It's hilarious.
Let's circle. I don't even know what that was. Let's UFO back over to TikTok.
All right. Let's do it.
Again, not gonna say any names.
Yeah.
But there's.
Wait. You can. She's a fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's not this.
Listen, I want to respect everybody's privacy.
Well, okay, but she's a. What do you call it?
She's like a TikTok
Yeah,
influencer.
she's a public figure. Like
gotcha.
I'm just saying, don't say names of like a girl you're dating or like hooking up with or something.
People.
Yeah, or like somebody you had beef with or something.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But on TikTok, there's this TikToker that I've gotten around to seeing her stuff. And she is a gym mommy, and her name is Victoria, and she's a big fan of the word Pookie.
What was it, Victoria? What's her handle?
I think it's just Victoria.
No shot. Maybe if I search Victoria Pookie, I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably find it. But yeah.
Yep, there she is.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, so like here's this is just audio, but here's an example. We're gonna put this in the microphone.
She's funny.
So your mom just texted me and said that I can have you. So I'm gonna come pick you up. Okay, I'll bring the rope, duct tape. What else? Oh, my taser. Oh my god, I almost forgot the taser. Oh my god, that's so crazy. So your mom
she like acts like this like stalker like girlfriend kind
so
of.
Great.
It's almost like the overly attached girlfriend meme from like 2009. But I mean, she does. Let me see if I can find the one that you thought was hilarious. Let me see.
Man. There's this one where she just
is this
like,
it?
Yeah, Boogie, of course. Go to the gym, you fucking coward. You butterball.
Oh,
Yeah, you lazy fuck. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, it's Victoria Viktoria.
yeah.
No, I wanted to find the one. I'm gonna just do like the dogs missed you or something.
Oh my gosh!
You know what I'm talking about? You know the one. You know.
Yeah. But here, let me I mean, shoot, I can get it up. It's
You can get it up.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
I can.
You know, you are getting up there in age.
Hey, listen,
so the fact that you can still
listen. All right, this is So essentially, what she's talking about right here is essentially she's at the gym, and like this quote unquote scenario is that you skipped the gym.
Yeah.
So she's waiting for you, but she can't seem to find you. And again, like Christian said she's like the real crazy, clingy girlfriend type.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Boogie, what's going on? So weird story, actually. So I'm in the gym parking lot and I'm looking around. I don't see your car. I don't see your car here. What's going on, Boogie? Where are you? That's so fucking strange. It's like there's consequences to skipping the gym. I don't know. I don't make those rules. It's just like an unsaid spoken rule. Perhaps Mommy will go to your place of residence tonight. I'm not crying, you are. I'm basically already in your vents. I don't even smell your pheromones. You weren't even here at all today. You skipped. You're that way. You're 15 miles away. I can smell you. Why are you so far? I will never forgive you for that. You can lock your doors. A locked door is not gonna stop me, Pookie. I just drank 300 milligrams of caffeine. You skipped leg day? Simon even said go to the gym and you... Hey!
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so that just hearing it, check it out. It's some funny shit. But
yeah.
It's like,
but so gym mommies.
Is she a gym mommy?
She not a mommy. But
Okay.
she's like a
What do you mean, like baddies, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, she's like a gym bro. Like she goes to the gym.
Gym bro. She does kind of seem kind of like bro-ish. So.
Yeah. But so my question for you: do you like gym mommies or gym baddies? Like girls who go to the gym, not like obsessing,
not like a bodybuilder or something,
but like
right?
keeping in constant shape with their body and want to be healthy.
Yeah. So I think everybody
should go to the gym.
Well, no, I mean, maybe
right.
Everybody should be like the healthiest,
right?
And I also think I think we should try to be the most attractive version of ourselves as well.
Exactly.
I've gotten in debates with people about that, but whatever. But so I think everybody looks better, like healthy and like in shape and stuff and all that. I think girls look great with abs. I think a little bit of muscle definition and stuff is fine. I'm not super like. For me, it's there's a lot more variance. Like I don't like super muscular or like kind of like roided out or whatever, or like I don't know. Like, there's a level.
Basically, the girls who look like they can take you down.
Are we talking like Samus Aran, Lara Croft type, or are we talking like some? Because okay, Lara Croft is like a good example, I guess I would say,
Okay,
like
so
from Tomb Raider.
Body.
Yeah, like toned is nice,
Okay,
but like
yeah.
past that, I'm like,
not muscular.
No, not like super
Right.
super muscular.
Yeah.
I think, and there are like studies and stuff on this that like even guys, generally women don't like guys that are like super like fucking
Super
like muscular
ripped,
either.
yeah.
It's like a toned or like even like a dad bod, but not what an actual dad bod is. When people say they like a dad bod, it's the same thing as like a guy if they were like, oh, I like girls a little bit more like fluffy or whatever, or curvy. They don't mean fat. Like nobody. People don't normally mean fat when they say like a. But that's to me what a dad bod would actually be.
Right.
And like a lot of times when people say thick, they mean it as a nice way to say fat. But I think like yes, a little bit of I think like a more kind of like average type body is perfectly fine.
Okay.
Like not super skinny, not like too fat, not like a protruding belly or whatever. More of like, but yeah, like lean and toned is definitely going to be great for anybody. I know there are charts of like percentages of like
body fat.
Yeah, body fat percentages and stuff. I'd have to find, but this is one of those things where everybody's different, right? So like there are people who like really, really skinny. Like I know you, and I talk about this on like I mentioned you on the channel.
Right.
I want to talk about this stuff that like
Shout
you
outs.
are very much a you like the Itty Bitty Titty Committee.
I do.
You like actually I'll let you take it. Well, you go ahead and explain your type.
I'm sure you better let me. I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
No, I mean, I don't mind her being a little thick. But I've again, not to make it sound like I'm 67 years old. But I've come to the conclusion as I'm getting older and as I'm maturing more, I've come to the conclusion that I actually dig a gym model.
You do.
I do, but just like not a super muscular physique, more of like a toned, a little bit of like a little bit of muscle's fine, like obviously, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of like a real skinny girl, like who's just skin and bones. Like that's like, girl, like we need to inject like a syringe of fat into your
like
body.
too skinny.
Yeah, exactly.
And
basically, you look anorexic.
And I think that's a big issue with back in the 90s, they used to call it like heroin chic, like when I was like too skinny. And then like toward the 2000s and 2010s, we started getting, because like Kim Kardashian and stuff, the rise of the curvy woman and like the ass on display and stuff like that. But I think what we're seeing now is kind of we're seeing a lot of people do this like buccal fat removal and stuff, which I think is disgusting.
Yeah.
I think it a lot of times makes you look like a skeleton, and it's not good. I've seen, and it's not like it's one of those things that doesn't look good on anybody. It's there are also people like bleaching, like shaving their eyebrows and stuff. This shit doesn't look good on anybody. I'm sorry. Like it's not a like men women thing, whatever. But I wanted to tell you or show you. So there's like a body fat percentage thing. I think this would be interesting to talk about right here. What percentage would you say you want to be at, and what percentage would you
want my girl?
Yeah. Okay. So like for me, like we're not going to be able to put this on the thing, but wait, what? Oh, okay. I think anything, according to this thing at least, I think I could do like 40% would be fine. Like anything, like around, like any of those is fine. They don't have like the super, they do have super built right there. Okay. So I would say like 25, like I would say for me probably anything from between like, anything between I'd say like I guess 15 to 40% if we're going off of this at least.
Right.
If you guys want to see it, by the way, it's built lean. You can look for it. using the women there on the right and the men on the left. I might be able to put the thing. We'll see.
So for me, what I want to be at.
Oh, yeah, you can do what you want to be at first, and then I'll say what I want to be at too.
Probably 15%.
Okay.
And then my queen, my babe, my boo, my Pookie.
I thought you were Pookie.
We're both Pookie.
Oh, you're both Pookie.
Would probably, if I had to pick one, would probably be either 30%, 25%, or the 15 through 17%.
If I had to pick one, I'm going to pick 3.
I know, that's right.
What would you... Okay, so yeah. 20%. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I would say... I mean, I'd be good. Like, I'm probably at, like, 25-30% body fat right now. I want to get probably, I'd say 20% or 15%.
Nice.
I don't really care about, like, 12 and under here. Because I'm going for, like, a more of a, like, lean and toned physique. And I guess, like, ideally for, like, a woman here, from these images, I don't know, I kind of do like the 25%.
Okay.
That's pretty,
nice.
Which I think is... Oh, I didn't even... it goes, like, backwards. Okay, so yeah, 20% would be fine, too. Yeah, no, I really like the 20... That's a nice... I mean, 30% looks fine, too, like, they all... But I guess if I had, like, my favorite one here, I guess I'd say 25. What would you say is your, like, favorite one here?
Out of the women?
Yeah.
I'd say 30.
Okay.
30%.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
And what of these would you say... you are currently, like, for the man?
Ooh. Oh, man. I would say...
This would be amazing for Logan to listen to this one. Like, guys, I heard you talking about, like, body fat percentage. Well, let me tell you.
I would have to say I lean a lot towards the 25%. So.
Yeah, I think both of us are probably, like, 25, maybe 30.
Yeah.
So somewhere around there. But, so this is interesting. I was talking about how, like, I think I have a good face card. I think we both have good face cards. I don't think they decline. But I think that, like, especially, like, I don't know how you feel about this, but I think for me, like, my body, I don't think is, like, I think if I'm at, like, 25, 30%, I don't think I can really attract, like, which is weird to say this even, because if I'm 25 or 30%, I should be able to get with a girl who's like 25 or 30%, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy, but, you know,
yeah, you said you said you're going for a more
lean and toned, yeah. Like, I always like to say more like Spider-Man or Nightwing rather than like Batman or Superman.
Yeah, so for me, I naturally have a very broad chest.
Yes,
and a very broad shoulder frame. So I think for me, like a more like Batman, Superman-esque.
Yeah. Can you guys tell that we're like fucking nerds, by the way? We relate shit to like memes and superheroes and shit.
Nerds are in.
Like everything.
Nerds are in, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my gosh.
Well,
like, freaking Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
He is like
a nerd.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But he's the king of geeks.
He is. Actually, it's funny.
He has a fantastic body. He has a fantastic personality. He's attractive as hell.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
And he loves geeks, he loves like geek things. Like there was this one interview where it was during like I think the first or second season of The Witcher, where him, and like 3 of the main other actresses, they're being interviewed or whatever, and the interviewer, she asks, Henry Cavill, she asks him, so like, what are you most interested in right now? And he's like, Warhammer. I think it's 3,000 or something. Warhammer 3,000.
40K.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a big fan of that, or in his accent. And so him, and I guess the other male actor, they kind of catch eyes, and the other male actor, he's like, So what army are you? Because I'm
Yeah.
whatever army I'm
Well-
at. And he's like, oh, we should, later on today, we should get to, okay.
Yeah.
Like, essentially, he was like, hey, we should get together
Yeah.
and just nerd out. And the other actor, he's like, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, Henry Cavill has all the things. He's
For sure.
He's attractive.
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic body, great personality. He's kind, and he's a nerd. Like, and a lot of people like him, which I'm like,
100%. Because, so, two things. First, one thing I'll say is also, I know Hassan Piker is like basically simps over Henry as well. He thinks he's like really cool and shit too, and I agree. Like you said, like he's like the full package.
He is the full package. Like, I want to be his friend.
He's fucking dope. He's a cool fucking.
Friend.
But I think that what we associate or what we like consider like nerdy interests as like a society has kind of like shifted a little bit because like there was a time where like comic books, video games, all this stuff was seen as like nerdy, like outcasts, kind of lame stuff. I think a big part of it, like normalizing this stuff, really is I have a lot of issues with it, but the MCU. I think that's a big thing, a big part of it. But I also think that like to be nerdy about something really is just to like there's that
super passionate.
Like there's that TikTok trend where it's like you need to nerd out, right? Mm-hmm. And people were kind of like shitting on it with some of the things that like very conventionally attractive people or like basic, girls like you would probably say they were being like what are they nerding out over, like Starbucks and Target and fucking clothes and like whatever, and people are like that's not a nerd and blah 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 blah, and it's like don't fucking gatekeep this shit. It's like to be nerdy about something is just to be super passionate about it, and I think we all can can be that. But
and women like it
when you're passionate about shit.
When you're geeky or passionate about something.
There's
that you're a normal person.
I've been hearing this like idea like more prevalently about kind of like rizzing up women by being like just like autistically like talking about like your interests and stuff, and like this one guy I follow calls it being like autistically honest as far as like your intentions and like all this stuff, and I would call it radical honesty personally, but basically it's like don't like not having this like filter of like, oh, I need to like say this like right thing to like to get with her, whatever, to get her to like me, whatever, like to just be yourself like unapologetically and just like honestly be like, and this is what I'm really interested in, like
and honestly, if that like she's not attracted to that, like okay, like move on.
She's not the one, Pookie.
Exactly.
Pookie.
Oh my god.
She ain't the one.
Yeah.
And same thing goes for for that too. It's like if she finds that attractive, like that's fantastic. And if she doesn't, and she doesn't want anything to do with it, like that's fine too. Keep on moving.
Keep it pushing.
Keep
and on that note too, and like, I will just say like I know a lot of guys, especially like, do not take rejection well at all. And I don't mean they like get bummed about it. Like everybody gets bummed about it. But some guys are like, and I always hate when they do this shit. I never understood this. Like, you'll see a girl you're into, you'll approach her, she'll reject you, and then you'll be like, well, it's like that's such bullshit, dude. You wouldn't have fucking exactly like it's the dumbest fucking shit. It's the dumbest shit. But I do think that part of like picking up girls, approaching, whatever you want to call it, like approaching people that you find attractive and trying to like find love, get dates, get laid, whatever you're going for. I think part of it is being honest up front, and I also think that it's taking rejection well, as in if they're not into you, just accept that. Like, okay,
right,
have take it as a compliment. Have a good night, have a good day, whatever it is.
Just like that other phrase, there are other fish in the sea.
100%.
True.
100%.
Like, gosh, if there's only 10 women in the world, forget about it.
Yeah. We would cease to exist.
Yes, the human race would no longer we would die out.
100%.
And that is a no-go, Pookie.
A no-go shit.
I know. That's one of my favorite words, Pookie and Bucko.
Yeah, Bucko. This
Bucko.
man,
Listen, Bucko.
before, yeah, I never really said it before, but like literally today, before he started this podcast, he like sends me a message. He sent me a voicemail, and he's like, "Hey, Bucko," and my voicemail thing translated it like into text, and it thought he was saying buckle. So I knew he was driving, and I'm like, he's telling me like his buckle's fucked up. Like, what's the deal? So I'm like, I had to listen to it like 3 times before I realized he said Bucko, and I'm like, oh, and so I call him out, yo, Bucko.
That's right, Bucko.
But it's gonna be like
That's
your bub, like Logan or
well,
Logan, like not our friend Logan Wolverine. He calls.
Listen, Bucko.
Yeah. Hey, bub. Yeah, but
Let me tell you something,
yeah.
Christian. I think that's all I have for.
All right.
All I have for today.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out like where we should stop because they don't really have like a exact theme. But I think the main thing really is just kind of catching up and just kind of this is what we do. So I guess like if you guys are cool with this, yeah, check it out. There'll be plenty more. We hope. No, I think
keep on
grinding.
Yeah.
No, I think we're gonna do this shit for sure. We'll try to have some kind of, I don't know, structure to an extent. But the main thing, especially for this one, is just kind of like you guys, get the vibe of like what we're doing, the vibe of like what we're doing and shit like that. And yeah, but yeah, sure. That's all for this episode for us being back.
That's right.
Hope you guys enjoy and close up.
All right. Yeah. Hopefully, after listening to this, you guys have a great day. Respect one another, love one another,
And keep it real, Pookie. Keep it real.